Again, hi everyone. This is our session set up to give you an overview of the course, what to expect, some administrative stuff, because it's very important from the beginning. We all are in the same page, and this will make everything easier to everyone. Okay? The today's session will be presented by myself. I'm one of the professors for this class, Elena Gorcheva. My introduction is in the class, so we are not going to spend valuable time to repeat what is already in the classroom. I will be instructing you during the first half of the semester and will overview the group project. With me in the second part of the course, starting week 6, will be Professor John Wu. John Wu, can you present yourself what you are going to teach?
Hi everyone, my name is Jong-woo Gu with Professor Gorcheva and the TA Vitenskaya. I'm going to deliver Big Data Hadoop Spark concept and from week 6 to the rest of the week. So it should be a very, very popular issue these days. So I'm glad I delivered this issue with the, Professor Gorcheva. Thank you.
And you will have a support of the software for our excellent teaching instructor supporting Elena Vitenskaya. She's been with the program and with other programs at the graduate school for around 9 years, and she's very helpful with the software too, because as you understand, the course is packed not only with concept of material, but also with software hands-on. Elena, can you say a few words, please?
Just want to welcome everybody, and I look forward to a nice semester. So
great. I have, let's say, more extensive presentation, but I'm going to go fast over, and whatever question you have, I will return to the slide or answer the question without slide. It depends. I have prepared for this, have we prepared for this or not. So here is the agenda. About introduction, outline, grading, miscellaneous, and starting with activity for week 1. So in order to introduce you to the course, we have to talk a little bit of the concept of big data, which has been used by different people in different ways, and we have to get clarity about this to understand what is this class about, because my observation teaching this course with Professor John Wu for already, this is going to be the 4th or the 5th semester we are teaching this course, and our observations show that different students are coming with different expectations, and the different expectations are not only in the student, but also talking to people outside, which what they understand what should be included in a course, in a single course of big data analytics. Since the topic of big data is so extensive, you understand that in a single class we have to choose the most important to deliver and what is achievable in a 6 credit course. So by one hand, we understand that we start talking about big data when the data set grows so much that already existing on hand database management tools like Oracle are not able to help us to manage data. And everything beyond that, we start talking about officially about big data. So there is no, let's say, defined frontier where exactly is not big data and where is big data related this size. We have to see this more integral, and we are going to discuss this over the beginning of the course. But just to start this course, to start this presentation, I would like to point that this raised several issues related how we store this data, how we search this data, how we share and visualize. So obviously we will need a new type of data architecture, we will need new software and tools, and we will use some different analytical methods than before this type of rich data, which is big data. So because of this, we will have to integrate multiple skills in the role of the data scientist. I don't think today I'm going to have time to talk about the role of the data scientist, although I have at the end around 6 slides about this. I think I'm going to leave this for the discussion in the class, and if needed, we can talk in any following section. So regarding the size, you understand, I represent here, you have been hearing about the size. So the volume of data is one of the first characteristics which drive the talk about this data. But the most important to manage big data and to analyze big data is not just the volume, it's its complexity. So that's why you have heard that big data is characterized by volume, velocity, veracity, and very importantly, the value. And actually, from an analytical point of view, the most important characteristic for us will be the value. Of course, to get the value of big data, you will have to deal with the other characteristics, which are the volume and the veracity of the data. So you will have to be aware about different data structure, which can help you in solving different problems with the data you have. Here, this is very nice presentation. Just another slide from many maybe you have seen up to now. What drives the data volume, the different application, and this is what we have here in the 2010, driven by YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. That are the big volume. Now, the volume, let's say, still we may have big volume and structured data. So in order to understand the complexity and what the big data is about, I very like this graphical representation, the graphic, because you have heard 80% of the data is unstructured. And this is the very difficult task to deal. But when you see this as a pyramid, you see that the data we've been dealing for years, the structured data is just very small percentage representing this 20% in different form. More of the data you will have to deal, and you deal actually. I already start reading the introduction of different people in the class, and I understand most of you, at least the people who already have presented themselves, you are working and you are involved in a company with different type of job, and many of you already are dealing with problems related with big data and have some experience with different tools to deal with them. So the most important you understand is when you start analyzing this unstructured data, which are in text document can be insurance claim, healthcare records, any unstructured text data saved in PDF document, could be image, video, and this is the big, let's say, chunk of data when the big expectation of value are. Because all quasi-structured data, which can be, let's say, clickstream, many authors classify them in this 80% of the unstructured data, but actually, if in clickstream to find a value in something which is repetitive is not so highly, let's say, going to happen. That's why we have to, I like this separation between quasi-structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data, and you can have different example if you look more of the different reading we have in the classroom, or for instance, this next slide I have about the structured, about clickstream, quasi-structured, and semi-structured data XML files. And of course, the big volume of data comprised by unstructured included any unstructured text starting with email, the text in web page, video, any multimedia, and different, let's say, in different type of application. Almost in any industry today, the people already know how to deal with volume. Volume is mostly, let's say, already worked out in the last 10 years. Now the open horizon is to get the value of the unstructured data. With all this in the table, I like very much, I don't know if this link is going to work, but if not, I'm going to post this in the class, is the movement from big data to smart data. Let's see if I can open this from another way and show it to you in the screen. Just to show you, then I'm going to post this link in the class, and you can, let's say, you will be able to look and to discuss regarding it. Okay, here we go. Let me share. So in my screen, you see this is the link. I open it in another browser, which is actually what we are overgoing right now. If you looked in the class announcement from the previous week, I repeated the link again. The tendency today is big data is not anymore in the hype cycle. What that means? That means that the technologies have arrived to a stable state where all these technologies already are given the expected return, so are not in the hype. And big data technology are today very well established technology. The new stuff, which are in the hype, are what is the transition to smart data and machine learning. So I will be posting this link in the class. This is posting of Siemens, and this transition is very interesting, and I very would like to see your comment about this transition from big data to smart data. One question, do you see now my PowerPoint presentation, Sharet? Yes or no? No?
I see it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I can continue. So this is, let's say, the external environment in which we are going to teach big data analytics. That is the starting point, the reality outside, the one you are going to encounter in your job, and what any employer is hoping to get handle on all this big data and get value. By the other hand, this is a course of a master degree program, which is 6-credit course. That means very intense course, not the traditional 3-credit course, and is developed by a model named competence base in UMUC, which means you have to learn, but that is not enough. We are not going to provide you an exam to test what you have learned. You have to go above and beyond that, and you have to show by doing what you have learned that you can apply what you have learned. So we are going to assess you in an assignment which are small projects in which you will be showing application of what you have learned. This has been in the whole program. This is not new in this course, The new thing is that here we are talking about different technology. It's not about R and Python. We are talking about technology which are beyond things which you can download in your computer in order to deal with the volume, velocity, and the veracity of big data. So the assignments are in numbers small. These are just like 5 assignments. 4 of them are individual and 1 group. And discussion. Why discussion? Because this is the forum when you can exchange ideas with your colleagues and discuss, you understand more on deep what you are learning. Because when you read alone, it's not the same to share your thoughts and to get the feedback of your colleague and of your instructor. And of course, you will have the opportunity to learn software which are going to serve as a tool, and you will apply what you have learned about big data analytics. So these are mostly the main, let's say, driving forces in the table, which serve it as a design base of the course. Okay. The whole program and this course, of course, we have an advisory board from industry. Here I listed some of the most important companies which serve in our advisory board. By now they are reviewing our competencies and they are giving us feedback what they want the graduate to have as a skill when they finish the program. So that are the skills they are looking as an employer. So we are working both directions. And in the program level, not only in the level of this course, we constantly get feedback what exactly they would like. Just to open parentheses. Right now, after our last meeting with the advisory board was in May 20th, and they highly wanted that students have hands-on experience in machine learning with Spark. And this is one of the last things, and this is one of the things which is one of the projects in this course. We directly try as soon as possible to update our courses with what the industry wants. Of course, it has to be related with the topic of the course. Since the course is analytics for big data, machine learning with big data is a topic of the course, so it is in line. So just I try to that you understand what is behind this course. Don't feel overwhelmed because just because the topic is so broad, at some point you will feel it. I understand, but don't hesitate to ask questions and to give us any insight how to do this better. And we already can say that working this way with industry, we were awarded several important awards just this year. I have listed some of them here below, and we are proud of this, of course. So, going directly to the course, at the end of the course, you will be asking questions. If you are afraid that you are going to forget them, you can start typing your question in the chat right now, but most probably we are going to answer them at the end of the of this presentation. So here is the summary of the schedule, but it's not exactly the one you have in the syllabus. It's totally in line with what is in syllabus. It's just more expanded working schedule. It's exactly what you have as a topic and due date for the assignment, but the purpose is here. You will see that we will have some synchronous session almost each week. This week we have just the start of this WebEx. Next week, which is we are going to text analytics in the discussion, is continuing big data. We will start with WebEx in R because the assignment is going to be in using R. Then we will have another walkthrough on Watson Analytics because we will be using Watson Analytics for the group project. Then we will be having walkthrough in DashDB. Walkthrough, that means a session like today, we will be setting up WebEx and one of us or two of us are going to walk you through the tool. So why we are going to do this? We totally understand that in order to take a master's degree course intense like this, and you learn the topic, you do the assigned reading, we are going to help you overcome and not learn yourself the tool, but just, let's say, to get you some push, to get you overcome. Anyway, you will have to learn many stuff yourself to digest, because human brain is this way. We are, with this walkthrough, we'll try to accelerate this learning. So then when we have assignment due like this one in October 16, we don't have planned WebEx, because you will most probably be working in finishing the assignment. But if needed to have question and answer in sharing screen, this is dynamically set up. You just have to ask, and as needed will be provided. So nothing planned for this week 5. For week 6, we will have the big SQL walkthrough, which is on Hadoop, to help you go faster. Then you will be finishing October 3 this assignment. Nothing scheduled for this week, but if needed, we will provide office hour, or name it, whatever you want, either for small group or for more intensive group. It depends how things are evolving in the class. It depends of your group. Then you will be having the Spark walkthrough week 8. Then there is a lecture in here planned, because it's too much the reading, and you will have some orientation. Nothing for week 10. For the last 3 weeks, we don't have anything planned. Whatever pops up as needed will be given, because you already will have completed the main reading, and you will be working intensively in 2 assignments, which is the Spark Machine Learning assignment and the group project. The group project actually starts next week and is until the end of the course. I'm going to go to this shortly. So I have very 2 graphical presentations from different point of view, so you understand how we pick up the tool to work in this class. Because in data mining class was very easy. R is the established open source language prevalent, and it's not difficult to understand that for the data mining course we have to choose the R. Now, for big data analytics, the story is different. We just talk that big data requires different data architecture, and that means you will have involved somehow the information technology department. You will need a DBA who is going to manage the database you are going to work, and you will have to use different and new analytical tools. So the traditional data warehouse, or to the left, the traditional Excel worksheet, is not going to work. You understand? You've already been through this. In data warehouses, to do analytics, you will have to wait for months that IT department change the schema to extract other data. Or you just pull data from the data warehouse in your computer and you analyze this small chunk of data in R. That is the traditional approach. For big data, the approach is the analytical sandbox, in which, let's say, you will have, as a data analyst, you own everything. You use the tools and you have your data. And in this class, you will have experience to work with something very similar with what is the concept of sandbox, which gives them more advanced in this industrial platform in which we are going to work. I mean, the beginning is sandbox, something very individual, and then the approach to go to the cloud and have any of the analytical, let's say, tool provided as a service, which is what we are going to use. And why is this important? I like very much graphic because graphics are telling much more. I can talk for hours, but the graphic tells you more than I'm talking about 5 minutes. What I mean, this graphic represents the traditional analytic approach when usually how we were proceeding. First start as a business user, you determine the problem and you ask the IT department to build for you the database or the infrastructure which is going to help you as a data analyst to solve the problem, which very traditional was data warehouse. This is still valid, but for problem like you want to do custom surveys, you want sales report, and still valid. But the today approach in big data, when you work with stream, with textual, with a lot of big data, with volume of data, and with clickstream, and with information where company want to extract value, the approach cannot be the same. Just the approach today is the infrastructure is thrown to the data analyst. First, the infrastructure is provided, and then you have access to everything which is here to the right hand in the provided infrastructure, and you can pose any question as an analyst and try to solve choosing the tool or the tools interacting between several of them until you get answer to this question. And this is very general idea which has evolved with the different, let's say, advancement in technology in the cloud environment. As you know, cloud, many of the companies are moving not only data, but software and services in the cloud. Why? Because the cloud is something very convenient. It has proved in the last 5 years that any company can outsource even the total information technology infrastructure in the cloud and use as a service whatever they want. Not only data, but program and different tools. So very convenient because it's cheaper, like they don't have to do the investment to build the infrastructure, and not only to build, but to update, to service, to maintain. This is a lot of money. Most of you are already working in different companies, and you understand how much money it represents to build and maintain infrastructure, update services, update software, pay licenses. So having this in the cloud provides really good saving, and moreover, the company doesn't have to care and have this headache how to do this job. They can concentrate in the specific, let's say, in what is their expertise. If they are expert in financial services, they concentrate in financial services, not into build infrastructure which is going to help them and to maintain this infrastructure. So cloud has provided all these advantages, and since all companies are moving to the cloud, we are going to do exactly the same. And I'm going to share, some of you already have started in the class we are going to work in Bluemix. Let me share the screen for those of you who have not seen this. Here is my, let's say, I log it to my account, and you have instruction in the classroom. You can see from here the number of services available in Bluemix. So we will be using what is in Watson. This is the cognitive computer Watson, the one who gained advantages several years ago over Jeopardy. And we are going to use this, let's say, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and different services in Bluemix. Also, we are going to use the services related with data and analytics, which is a Hadoop, a Beacon Size Spark, Apache Hadoop, and DashDB from here, and Insight for Twitter. We are going to use several services from here. Of course, after you open your free account for 30 days and request the code from Elena, the instructions are in our classroom here. I hope you see the classroom. I'm just clicking where it says assignment instruction. Here are the instructions how to proceed and how to get your trial and 6-month free code account, which is going to go up beyond this course. So you will have the opportunity not only to do the assignment in this class, but also to do something else you may be interested after you finish the assignment for this class. I have listed here a very convenient, let's say, environment. And also for the group project, we will be using Watson Analytics, which is in different cloud environments. And the instructions are also in the classroom. This first week, I would like, since this is group project, that you send me your preferences if you would like, which are, I will be forming team of 4-5 persons. And since I feel that most of you already know each other, give me your preferences and we will be starting working next week in the group project in Watson Analytics. Here are the instructions. Elena is going to create your account with the email address which is listed here. We are taking your email address from here, from the class, the email address with which you are enrolled in the classroom, and you will get an email which enroll you in the Watson Analytics program. What is the convenience? You don't have to install anything in your computer. You just get an account, you log in, and you will get these different services. The same with Bluemix. You don't have to install anything in your computer. Everything is going to be in the cloud. Of course, still you have RStudio from the data mining class. We will be doing something with RStudio. But other than that, everything else is going to be in the cloud. And this is the convenience you will be finding in your job. If not in the actual job, at least in the upcoming one. So I quickly, in week 3, we are going to evolve because of the importance of unstructured data, because of the transition from big data to smart data, the importance of machine learning and deep learning and natural language processing has grown so much that we will pay some attention to what is IBM Watson. We will explore several applications in the one I showed you in Bluemix. This is going to be somewhere in week 6. No, in week 3 and 4, we are going to talk about natural language processing. This is the table from the syllabus. Please don't miss to review the syllabus so you are aware about everything. They are the 4 assignments, the group project, the discussion question, and the tutorial in Spark. This is something which you will have to learn in order to do the assignment. So just to stimulate yourself, just because you learn it, you did the tutorial, you will be getting 5 points. I think human beings want to be rewarded. It doesn't matter, at least with 5 points. So we feel this way is the best way to stimulate yourself for this tutorial, which is like prerequisite. You cannot do the assignment if you don't do, and you will have 2 weeks to do that. So we will provide you the time, the walkthrough, and some point beside the walkthrough. So the first assignment is start next week is in text analytics. You will be using R, and you will be analyzing the text file of your choice, and you will do the basic procedure for text analysis in R simultaneously. Assignment 2 is on DashDB, which is in-memory analytics. You will be analyzing Twitter data, and you even can connect with Watson Analytics optionally if you wish. Then assignment 3 is on Big SQL to manage data on top of Hadoop, because you understand on Hadoop data are in flat file, but in order to do analytics, you somehow how to manage this data and to have them in some analyzable way by the tool available to the data analyst. And assignment 4 is just, let's say, the hot topic today, which is machine learning in Spark, and the group project in another hot topic, which is, let's say, is most, while assignment 1, 2, 3, and 4 are very preparing you like in the direction on data scientists, the group project is more in the business analytic part, and since the program is for both sides, you can have different jobs. We are not going to miss this opportunity to expose you and to explore and to see what you can get from there. Here is something from the syllabus. I just want that you are aware, because I don't know why. I don't want to ask you in this level to tell me in signing, I read the syllabus. Please read the syllabus and be aware what is everything there. And this is something which is not only in this class, this is in the whole graduate school. Here, what is here is nothing specific to the course. This is the graduate school policy, and the policy is that the benchmark grade is a B, and this is if you do what is the minimum requirement of the assignment, your grade is going to be somewhere 80, 85. In order to go above and beyond, which is the grade of A, you have to look more in deep, you will have to do some research, and you will have to provide something which non-instructor, we didn't ask you explicitly. I mean, that means you really act as a data scientist, which we are preparing you in this class, and you can provide something more in deep and original. So this is consistent over the whole program. It's nothing new. Just I wanted to point, because from time to time I have found that some people are forgetting about this. Nothing wrong with this. And always we as an instructor, we are happy that you learn, and if we need to discuss grade with you, we discuss, and we try to provide you feedback from the first time, so you feel that you are in line with our expectations. But our expectations are not very different than any other in the whole program. So besides this, I have several other, let's say, guidances, like each week. I'm going to show just 1 week and to point how is this important. I'm going to share my screen with the classroom. Here is our classroom. So you see, I'm here in content, right? In our classroom. And in the content, you have several resources like Cyber SQL resources, Python resources, RStudio resources. So you see, these are not, this shouldn't be new for you, but we understand that many people are coming with different preparation to this course. Some of them, they are very in deep knowledgeable with SQL. They don't have to come here and This is for people who need to reshape their SQL skill because big SQL is based on the ANSI SQL but is adapted to the Hadoop. So you have to have the SQL skill in order to be able to go to big SQL. Then to do the machine learning in Spark, you will be using Python. I know in one of the courses you were exposed in Python. We don't expect you are experts, so these are additional resources you reshape according to where you stand in this. I'm saying all this is additional. R resources, supposedly you were doing data mining in R during the whole course, but here is the same resources you can use in this course and reshape and look for whatever you need. The instruction for group project, and each week what you are going to expect. Here is the model for week 1. You will have the lesson objective, the required reading, and the recommended reading. Why we split the reading in 2 parts? Because the course is very intense and very packed with material. In required is the minimum which you must read. Of course, our recommendation is, in order to get full benefits of this class, go to the recommended also. And don't start the assignment before do at least the required reading, because otherwise you will miss the main point. What are you doing and why are you doing this? Okay? So the view of each week will be very similar, the assignment and the discussion. The discussion are organized the same topic 2 weeks. We are not going to change topic for a week, so we expect that having several questions under the same main topic, we will get some wealth of understanding of the topic. This is general organization. Now, in announcement, don't miss the opportunity. If you can go to the announcement every day, that's the best, because every time something happens, we will be posting announcement. Sometimes we are repeating the announcement by email, but that is not a model. That doesn't mean it's going to be this way. For instance, right now it's coming next week. You will be receiving the announcement tomorrow, after tomorrow. For those of you who are local here in DC area, next week we are having 2-hour Watson Analytics hands-on with your computer. You can come in Largo and you are going to get, let's say, to understand the basics, you are going to get like an intense course for which, well, these are offered by different companies. We are doing this for free in the university. Of course, we are going to do, this is 2-hour hands-on experience training. I was asked already, are you going to provide WebEx? Maybe, but I can tell you from previous hands-on experience tutorial like this, I have the feedback that is not the same. Because still you can listen to video, but hands-on means that you are with the instructor and whatever is not going okay, you can ask immediately and progress. So you understand, if you are local, I highly encourage you to come to this. And of course, any question you have, post in the discussion session for the week. Why? Because everyone will benefit. You can ask questions by email, but that's not the norm in online classes. We want everything, because if the question is in the class, any of your colleagues will benefit from this. Because some of your colleagues, someone is, please mute yourself, because the quality of our
Good girl.
I'm going to answer your question. Just a second. Yes, I saw it. So the Watson Analytic tutorial is 2 hours. Is going to be on the 20th, Tuesday, 20th September at 6 p.m. in Largo. Everyone in this class will be receiving the invite. Okay? You can start planning. So here are the general guidance about question and answer, and you understand why you are encouraged to post your question in the classroom, because everyone will benefit. Of course, if the question is not related with the software, with the assignment, and you feel is directly related with the problem you have, of course, you have to contact us by email. And I think this is all I have. I don't know if I'm missing something. John, do you want to add something? Because there is too much. I do think I missed some important stuff, but we always can have another. Do you have something to add?
I think that's good. That's good.
Yelena?
Nothing at the moment. I guess I'm going to be looking forward to everybody's Bloomix screenshots, right? And I'll be sending the codes.
And you will start also enrolling them in the...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In the Watson Analytic.
Yes, just let me know when is the good time, so that way I can tell when the invitation was sent out.
Yeah, we will synchronize this. Okay. I see Vivian has a question. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and speak. Vivian? Okay, I can unmute you. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Hmm?
This is Vivian.
Yes.
I don't know if my computer is also recording what I'm saying or whatever, but anyway, about the Watson Analytics, I went ahead and signed up under my email address because I didn't realize that we needed to wait for an email. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes. Well, not problem which cannot be overcome.
Okay.
Let me tell you. It's possible to overcome, but you will need another email address. Why? And why you will have to work in our account? Since this is group assignment, you will be sharing folder. And everyone for your team is going to work in the same folder. So the only way to do this is in the professional version, which we are managing, and we can create the team to work in shared folder. Your colleague cannot go to your account because you signed it for individual account. Do you understand me? So you will have to provide another email address to Elena to enroll you in our classroom. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and going to post in the classroom to everyone, please do not open individual account because, well, not because today anyone has 2 or 3 different email, and actually to be enrolled, you don't have to monitor this email address constantly. This is just for login purposes, but you don't want to complicate your life and forget what was my email, what was my password. That's the only hassle.
Okay. Do you know our UMUC account's still active? I haven't used mine in a long time, but I guess I could reactivate that one.
What do you mean UMUC account?
They used, earlier on in the program, we received a UMUC email account on Google.
I think it should be active if you're still a student. Why not?
Yes. Student email, you mean?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You just have to, if you don't remember, I don't know how, you will have to call the help desk if you forget your credentials. Any student in UMUC, any active student has this email, Google email, which is at student.umuc.edu. Anyone. Just recover it.
I think your password is going to be the same as your Leo password, Vivian.
That would be great.
I think so, yes. It's synchronized. It's the same password for my UMUC, Leo, and the email. Yes.
Yeah, but how the email is formatted, like our first name, that second, last name?
Good question.
I don't think so. I don't see it for student this way. It's not like ours. So if you know your email address. Maybe the password is this, but I don't have idea. Better call the help desk. Well, you can try, and if it doesn't work, call the help desk. That's
Great, thank you.
So until other people think about other questions, I think other thing important which is coming in mind. Regarding technical support, everything in the cloud works, let's say, this is working professional environment in which company are working, and from time to time they are updated. Let's say some software, and this happens in any company, even if you host your software, from time to time your IT department will have to do an update. When we have information about such updates, this will be posted in the classroom, so you can plan accordingly your work for the assignment. Sometimes, coincidentally, it happens to happen when the assignment is due, but that's normal. That is the way the cloud works. This is not only for us. They don't have our schedule of assignment. This is for thousands of people who are using this, let's say, powerful software, which we cannot have in a single computer. And I would say the software and the tools and the infrastructure we are using in the university, I don't think any university has, let's say, like a proprietary installed in their server, because the price is very high. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. And for any question, you start first with Elena. If something works for anyone and works for her but doesn't work for you, that most probably means that you are missing any step, or this is related with some security in your computer or with the browser, and you have to change. If the problem is persistent with everyone, that means is the issue with the ticket, and then ELN handle this with the provider. That is the way the cloud works. Okay. I see several hands here, David, Asong, but you can ask question, please.
Oh, yes. My question is regards to the walkthrough about signing into the website, regards to the projects you were talking. I think the rundown you were giving was a little bit faster. I was just asking, is there going to be any walkthrough tutorial on how to sign in?
For what? For what? For Bloomix?
Yes.
Well, it's straightforward. I don't think it's gonna be tutorial. Let me share. Whatever needed, we are going to help, of course. And I first try to understand what you are. If you are asking regarding regarding Bloomix, right?
Yes.
Here are the instructions. So you go to this link, you follow this, and what you are going to see is here. You open this document, and this is what you are going to see. And keep in mind, what is going to appear is 29. Okay?
Okay.
Add credit card. You do not add any credit card. You take this screenshot, you send to Elena, and she's going to give you promo code. When you receive the promo code from her, you click this link and you enter the promo code. And this is going to expand to 6 months, which is 179 days is gonna be. Okay? So there are 3 steps. We have go through 4 things which are actually, but this is 2-step thing. Do you understand me? So I don't think you will have any difficulty. You click this link, this hyperlink, you enter your email, and you start. That is it. Okay? And if you still have difficulty, you can send email to Elena, she's going to help. But just here are the other instructions. And I would say if you are afraid, they are not complicated. That's why we don't plan a specific walkthrough for this. It's just this. It's just this. Fill out the form. I think we are doing, every of us is doing this in daily basis. But if you have difficulty, please send email to Elena. Follow the two documents posted here in the assignment instruction. Here they are. Bluemix trial account instruction and what you are going to see in the dashboard. Sounds good?
Yes. And is that the only thing we need to sign up, set up for the class, or are there other ones?
Okay. You as individually to initiate, yes.
Okay.
But on your behalf, Elena is going to create your Watson Analytic account, which is totally different cloud, and you will be receiving email when this happens. This is totally different environment, and you will be receiving email that account has been created for you because you will be working with your team in this software, which is the Watson Analytic in this cloud environment. So that is different. Just you are not going to initiate. It's going to be initiated in your behalf. You have to watch for the email, click on the link, and confirm that you accept the invitation. And you are going to have access. Let me see. I can sign to my... No, it's going to be difficult. I have so many screens open now. So I'm afraid if I start doing this, it's going to be not... Let's see. I still can open new one.
And I was going to say, make sure that you check your junk folder. Sometimes that's where people find this email.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you said it. That's so true. Yes.
But to make it easier for everyone, I thought about giving explicit date when I do it, so that way you can also check your email by day.
Okay. Here, you will be receiving email. This is the other cloud. It's not Bluemix. That's my account, of course. Okay. And when you receive the invite and click in the link, you're going to get access to this. Okay. This is the Watson Analytic. It's different than Bluemix. This is Watson Analytic. This is Bluemix. Okay. These are two different cloud environments. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question?
Sorry. Yes, this is Dave. I just was curious, from people who have already signed up for Bluemix, I actually tried with two different email accounts to sign up for Bluemix over the weekend and in a couple of days, and I have not heard from IBM. And I've checked my spam folders in both accounts. I've tried both my student UMUC account and a Yahoo account, and I just wondered how long it took for people to get the reply from IBM.
Okay, I can tell my experience from the student perspective, not my personal experience. Over the weekend, it's unpredictable because I don't know how is the monitoring, but this is like over the weekend is unpredictable. Working day, 8 to 6, is no more than 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, I mean, this would have been on Saturday, so now it's the end of day Monday, and I haven't heard anything. So,
it could be in your spam folder.
No, I checked the spam folder on both accounts, and it's not there. So, I guess I don't know what I should do to try again, or...
Try again, and let me tell you, if really was not created, I will suggest the following. Try with whichever email, your preferences. Try. If the account was created and you missed the email, because we have students who with Yahoo account for some reason she was not able ever to recover this account. And it was created because after that, she repeated creating, and the response in the system was, this user already exists. I mean, like your email was used to create IBM ID, and it cannot be created again with the same email. So try again and keep Yelena updated.
Okay.
It shouldn't be happening. I would suggest don't try right now. Try tomorrow morning if you can.
Sounds good. Thank you.
But don't try from work. Just before going to work, try from home.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's right. Some employers, they block the Bluemix page. Yep. Because of the firewall. Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend doing this on your work network.
It may work, but we have seen a problem, and it's normal. Yeah. Some employers are just are blocking this address.
Okay. It was just strange both that they didn't get to it all day today, but I'll try again tomorrow.
Anyone? Let me check. Maybe it was in the meantime, someone can think about other questions. We are still here. I'm going to check Bluemix right now to see if something wrong is going on there in the stats.
I just log in Bluemix and it looks well.
It looks well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see the only maintenance they have is -DB. Maintenance -DB September 15 are announcing. Nothing wrong. And the container, which was today, but that has nothing to do, no. Shouldn't be a problem, Dave. No. I'm looking, everything looks okay.
Okay, I'll give it a try tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes like 30 minutes, but mostly you can get the confirmation mail in maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes. But sometimes it takes 30 minutes for some reason.
Yeah. And now I lost I even don't know if I'm sharing something.
Yes, you do. I see the slide and it says questions at the top.
Okay. Oh, so I was looking myself. I didn't share the screen. Okay, that's fine. Other question, guys? No. I'm not going to talk more. I'm just going to show what I want other direction to see in the discussion. Is the role of the data scientist in this big data world? So we have this discussion about the job, about the data scientist and business analyst, and I would like to see this in our discussion coming up. I'm going to keep this slide for later. I think it's a lot of information, but it's better to start all this setup so you get ready for the assignment and we get more clarity now in the beginning. And next week we slowly go to text analytics, then natural language processing, and cognitive computer sentimental analysis, doing Twitter analysis, and Watson in Bluemix, and then going to Hadoop. If there are no more questions at this point, okay. Anyone? Okay, guys, if there are not more common questions, we are ending the today's session and getting ready for a great class. The only thing today is to wish you have a nice evening and bye.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Bye.